Morning all. I had a really good night's sleep last night. Got off about 10, woke up about 1, then went back off till 5, which is really good for me. And yeah, it's a lovely sunny day. Tent's still a bit wet. I try to leave it to dry out a bit, but I just have to get out at lunchtime and dry it off a bit more. It's not rained, it's just the dew. It's actually a nice sunny morning. So I'm just making my way back down from the youth hostel towards the coast path near the train station, and then I pick up the coast path and go along to Marazion past St Michael's Mount. So there should be some nice views, so stay tuned. I've picked up the southwest coast path now and I'm walking past Penzance towards Marazion, but it's about 3 miles to Marazion, but good views out into the bay and of St Michael's Mount. It's slightly hazy, but still visibility is good. By Penzance. What's these kind of driftwood sculptures all the way along here? I think they're done by local artists. Adds a bit of atmosphere. Getting closer now, and that must be Marazion just there, nestled in the bay. Marazion. You can see the causeway. It's not in use at the moment, unless you can swim. Back on the southwest coast path, although it's been diverted for some reason. Look at that view though. This detour could have been worth this just for that view. Just coming into Perranuthnoe now. I've just left the coast path to cut into the village because the coast path goes all around at the toe of the headland, and I believe there's a cafe here, so I might just have to find it. Bit of a second breakfast or early lunch. I've turned away from the coast now, so I won't see the sea again until nearly the end. So I'm starting to cut across the country now. I'm still trying to pick up minor roads when I can because I don't trust the footpaths. I've seen a couple that have been closed. There's a lovely cafe in Perranuthnoe. Had a Cornish pasty, which is very welcome. Well, cheese and onion one. And this kind lady gave me a donation as well for Parkinson's. So I should put that on, just given as soon as I get a signal. So it's really, really appreciated. I'm just heading towards a village called Millpool. And then I'll just take 5 there. And I think I'll be heading on to Godolphin Cross after that, which is a Feels like quite a historic name. We'll have to have a look what the guidebook says about it. Although I'm not really following the Mary Michael at the moment because it seems to go across footpaths, and it does imply that they're not all that clear to follow, so I'm going for easy. Why make it hard? Well, I've just been mistaken as a Land's End to John O'Groats by some guys on bikes, which I suppose it's bound to happen really. And I've got the big pack, I've got the charity t-shirt, although I'm not going as far. I did tell them what I was doing, but as I sped by, but I'm not sure if they kind of got it, but never mind. Actually, I'm quite pleased because it just shows other John O'Groats must have come, well, when I say other John O'Groats, I mean John O'Groats, but they must have passed through here, so it must be quite a reasonable route. I'm nearly in Millpool now. I might just take a quick break and just look at the map. Looks like an old abandoned tin mine there. Cornwall's littered with them, to be fair. This is a lovely little lane. I shouldn't really be on here. I should have turned right in Millpool and I didn't. I came straight on, so I've got to use this little lane to get back down to the road I should be on to get to good old Finn Cross. Oh well, it's pleasant enough. At least we're on the right road now. I'm in the village of Godolphin Cross. The guidebook told me there is a pub here. The guidebook lied. There's no pub. I've just made a cuppa and had instead. Little bit of a consolation. That must be the cross. Following the road now to Nantsegolan. It's about a mile. It's, well, at some point I'm going to have to think about where I'm going to sleep, but it's a bit too early yet. It's only about 5:15, so I'm not quite sure. I'll take a check in a little while. This will be the first long distance path, I thought, where I don't have anything definite for some of the nights. No definite place I'm booked into, just as and when really. Wild camp or whatever. It's a bit nerve-wracking really, just actually quite daunting. There's a car coming, so I'm going to tuck in the hedge here. Yeah, as I say, it's quite daunting, not really knowing where I'm going to sleep, but it's quite liberating as well. I can just walk until I've had enough basically. Yeah, just go where the mood takes me, but it's good character building stuff anyway. It's all really good experience. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Medic! Excellent. North Carolina churchyard. Looks like another abandoned old tin mine. Just left for nature to reclaim. Shame that'd be a nice place to pitch, but a bit too close to the village. Going to have a bit of something to eat. Just feeling a bit depleted at the moment, so I'm going to have some sandwiches because I think that pasty's just run out now and I feel like I'm running on empty. So yeah, it's still a bit early to pitch up, so I'll have something to eat and I'll walk on a bit. Just start looking for places in a bit. It's this is all new to me. This is not having anywhere definite in mind or know where I'm going to be pitching up, but like I say, it's a bit out of my comfort zone, but it's a brilliant learning curve. So yeah, and I haven't actually found many water sources. I've brought my water filter, but I don't know whether it's because it's chalkland, if that's what it is, I'm not quite sure. You know, geology's not my thing, but I've not actually found many water sources to filter. But as luck would have it, I just thought I'd just nip down to the chapel in Nantsegolan just to see, because sometimes they do have a tap in the churchyard, so it's always worth checking, and they did. So I've got plenty of water for wild camp tonight. I've got plenty of water for drinks, so all to the good. So thank you all at the Methodist Chapel. Do appreciate it. Bit more lovely Cornish lanes of all those wildflowers. I spotted a patch of woodland on the map that looks like it might fit the bill, but I just tried to use the footpath down to it, and it's a track that's just completely overgrown, completely rutted. It's the kind you have to fight your way through inch by inch, and there's about a mile of that, so I just can't be doing that tonight and then in the morning. But further down there's another path that goes back up into the woods, so I just hope that that one's a bit better. So thank you, farmers, for maintaining your footpaths. And this is why I'm largely sticking to roads through Cornwall, because I was warned. You know, I might have found my pitch for the night. I think that right there will do nicely. It's nicely sheltered and it's nicely concealed. Oh, here's even more sheltered. Yeah, maybe here. There. It's not been the easiest pitch, to be fair. That soil's a bit sandy. A job making the pegs stay in. So I found some rocks, anchored them down a bit. So fingers crossed, it should be okay. There it is, my little green tent. Wow, Cornish farmers don't seem to like walkers, do they, away from the southwest coast path. This is why I've mainly stuck to roads, because I know from previous people's experience that the footpaths are just quite shockingly bad. And this is the only first one I found that isn't. And I've just had to come through a field with cows in, but luckily they weren't that bothered about me. And then I picked up a path through National Trust land, and I've come to an old mine workings and a big sort of clearing area, so I have pitched here, so hopefully I won't get disturbed. Like I say, it's pretty tough pitching because it's quite sandy still, so I've utilised a few rocks. But yeah, another day done. I think I managed to find some shortcuts from the Mary Michael pilgrimage way, but also I'm choosing to stay more on the roads because I think I make better time that way, and that is why I've got my road trainers with me, because they stand a pounding on the road a lot better than trail shoes. So I'm going to get some food on now and just chill basically. The later it gets, the less likelihood there is that I'll be discovered, and I hope that this tent stays up all night, because like I say, sandy soil and a bit of a breeze, so fingers crossed.